Thank you, Amber. I'd just like to say if Cece doesn't want to pitch tonight, I'm loose and ready to go. So a few brief acknowledgments before I say a few brief words. I want to acknowledge Joe Padalea and Frank Fortino for introducing me to the wonderful world. To Tim, to Steve, to Barry and Richard, as well as the other board members for the warm embrace. For all my magnificent family, friends, partners, and clients who braved it to the west side tonight to support me, especially my favorite daughter, Christine Donnelly, who's pregnant with my granddaughter, and my favorite father, the original Daniel Donnelly. And last but not least, to my fellow honoree, Frank Baker, congratulations and well done. So last month, I was one of 4 judges, an honor to be one of the 4 judges, to be selected to be the Madison Square Club Youth of the Year judges, the competition at the New York City offices. There I met 4 very hardworking and deserving individuals that were competing for the highly coveted Youth of the Year competition. There I met Destiny, Omar, Diamond, and Grace. I would like to give you a brief snapshot of the process because it's reflective of what Madison Square really is. Each of the 4 judges was given an application with the questionnaires and 4 essays. It was about a ½ inch thick. And the essays were about trials and tribulations, problems, opportunities, goals, aspirations. Once we reviewed those, each of the 4 were asked to go to a podium and they'd speak for 5 to 7.5 minutes in front of the judges and tell their story. Immediately following, they went to a conference room table and were asked very probing questions around their questionnaires and around their lifestyle. Once done, the judges voted and they selected a winner, but all of these kids were absolute champions. So it occurred to me after this event that all this hard work and preparation for all of these 4 kids was not by accident. They had a lot of help. Someone showed them how to speak in public. Somebody showed them how to tie a tie. Someone got them to these events. So these kids were well coached and well prepared. And it got me thinking to my life and all of the people in my life that helped me and had their fingerprints on my life during very challenging times. So after the competition, I was left with 2 takeaways from this experience that echo my life, but pale in comparison to some of the gut-wrenching stories that Destiny, Omar, Diamond, and Grace. I started looking at my life and all the people that really, really challenged me. The first takeaway was that these students actually showed up in good times and in bad times. But they showed up, and showing up is what it's all about. And not only did they show up, but Madison Square showed up and represented them. So my big takeaway was is that I vowed at that point to show up even when times get bad and difficult. And that's really what life is all about. It's really about showing up and doing the best that you can. And the second was even more challenging because when you heard some of the stories of some of these obstacles that these young students had gone through, I realized that my greatest transformations and successes had come from the most challenging people and problems in my life. And a lot of you are here tonight, by the way. But you allowed me to push past my boundaries and create possibilities. And to me, possibilities is what life is all about. It's about making things possible. So again, I want to thank you and all my friends for challenging me. I'm thanking every one of you that are here to support me and Madison for challenging me in my life and helping me grow past my boundaries. So before I leave you, one last thought about challenge and possibilities. So last week I did a construction engineering inspection in the Harlem Clubhouse. And it's a magnificent structure, and I encourage all of you to go there. So I was fixated on the gym. And I said, in keeping with my new declaration around possibility, I'm going to call Executive Director Tim McChristian and challenge him to a friendly game of competitive basketball. Now, you've seen Tim stand up. He's 6'4", lean and strong, played basketball at a semi-professional level. What am I thinking, right? But armed with my Conor McGregor bravado, I stand fixated on this challenge. So when I called Tim and I said, Tim, do you accept my challenge? Ever the consummate professional, he didn't say yes or no. He just wanted to remind me that the rims are still 10 foot high. So I want to thank all of you for coming here tonight to support Madison. And he still hasn't accepted.